Dozens of people showed up to speak tonight, and city council members debated for hours whether to vote on rezoning short-term rentals really right out of Dallas neighborhoods.
Yeah, but without all council members present and some questions remaining about whether short-term rentals are the nuisance critics claim they are, the issue was tabled. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live tonight in Dallas with the story. Stephen.
It was a multi-pronged proposal, and part of it could have been decided to have a vote next week. But according to the city manager, a majority of council members were not on board to move forward with the rezoning portion of regulating short-term rentals. About 70 speakers showed up at Dallas City Hall to share their opinion about short-term rentals in the city. Some vocal critics have called the rentals advertised on platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo a public safety problem. Those who own those rentals say they're an important stream of income.
Over the past 3 years, I have been offered drugs and sexual services in my front yard with my kids around.
There is absolutely no need to zone us out of existence when no enforcement mechanism has been in place to correct any problem STRs.
A proposed rezoning ordinance would effectively ban short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods. Several council members say they're ready to vote on rezoning as soon as next week, but the city manager said more time was needed.
I'm not hearing a majority of individuals saying that they are ready for this to move forward.
Part of the problem, the police department says there isn't enough data to support whether STRs generate an increase in 311 or 911 calls.
Would you acknowledge that your department doesn't really have access to data that would indicate how many of your calls are to STRs?
Depending on the data as we're looking at it in the different data sets, particularly with the point that we don't know when a crime occurred and in whether it was an STR already or before. Again, I will go with my original statement as I've given in the past that we don't know the extent one way or the other.
A city analysis showed nearly 90% of all STRs have generated no calls, and STR properties only represented about 1% of total residential properties in the city. 5 council members expressed interest in moving forward with a vote next week on the rezoning proposal.
The zoning, I think, is people are ready for it. I think it doesn't have to go into effect until we know that however much time the city manager thinks that he needs so that his team can get more information on the regulations.
While others who said they were open to vote still wanted more information.
The multifamily is an issue too. I'm ready to vote if we have to vote, but I don't want to then go, oh, we just did something that hurt us and now we have to go back through it.
And again, so with no decision today, it could be until mid-April if we find out if council has more information so that they will be more comfortable with moving forward on at least voting on the rezoning portion of the proposal when it comes to short-term rentals.